Rewind!
This is his part.
You just need
I have
to...
no idea.
This is Justin's part. You're just supposed to ask him.
This is your part. This is why. Welcome everyone to another episode of No Results Only Excuses, where we talk fitness nonsense and partial facts. We are on episode 16, and as always, my co-hosts.
Courtney Dick.
Justin Swart!
Yeah!
Sweatiest man in Africa.
What is your name?
Me, I said Matthew Bowerman.
Did you? Okay, but your real name?
Me?
Thud's like...
Just like
Thad's like
my government name.
Thad, listen, we've been doing this episode for 16 weeks now.
Yes.
Feels like 16 years. Why don't you just quickly tell us how that nickname came about? Because it's so random and no one knows the story.
There's not much of a story. It's people have asked me before. I was always a firm believer of when you make a username on something, you make a username. It's not like Matthew or
Like me,
Matthew.
Justin.
Swart.
Yeah.
So I always used to put like made up names or random things and stuff. And at the time when I made my Instagram account, I made Thuds Like. It was just a little small character from a game.
Okay. Which game is this, Thaddy?
Stranger's Wrath, Oddworld Inhabitants game. I started at this gym and people noticed my Instagram and they started calling me Thuddy.
Yeah.
For short.
Yeah.
It says that on the back of your regionals shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, what should we call you? And I was like, okay, use that then.
Now, if I can just add to that nickname, obviously the nickname has become synonymous with other things, like really slow burpees and sluggish deadlifts.
Yes,
So when
and
you
a
see-
big penis.
And a big penis. I mean, let's not forget about that. But when you look at Thaddy doing a combination of burpees and deadlifts, the nickname is perfect. It is absolutely perfect, and I think you guys should see this for yourself one day.
You know, we were discussing this yesterday, completely off topic. But I think Matt might be the most decorated athlete at Cape CrossFit.
Yes,
I think he's won the most titles.
yes,
He's won like 3 fitters in Cape Town.
I need to do a recon. I think it's 3 fitters in Cape Town.
yes.
3
You've
fitters
got a
in
bronze,
Cape Town.
a silver, and a gold.
Yes,
And
bronze, silver, and a gold.
But you've won 3 times.
3 times.
And you won a regional.
We won a regional, been to 4 of them,
That is unbelievable.
And you've been to the games.
and been to the games.
Chris has been to the games.
Yes, Chris went to the games.
He hasn't. Has he won a regional? Does it count?
I don't know.
I'm sure he won an
I
Africa
think
regional.
Matt also has a third place finish at UWS.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
And
Most
then,
prestigious.
And then we've done a few other small comps. I don't know with podiums.
Matthew and I once won
we won a
Cape to Winelands
Yes,
charity
yes.
event.
Oh,
It
wonderful.
was our first CrossFit event ever. We both won a double under rope.
Did we podium the first D6s competition? The first comp?
Yes.
King of the Mountain.
No,
King of
I
the
think
Mountain.
we might have just missed. I think we might have come fourth. I stand under correction.
Yeah, I don't remember. And then what else can I toot my own horn about? Weightlifting.
Weightlifting,
Yeah.
yes.
It's got a
I
few.
came third because there's only 3 people to go against.
Me too. I also came
I
third.
came first. I think I was the only one in my I'm not sure, I must check. But I'm very proud of that gold medal.
Yeah, man, I'll take all these.
Take it. So we need to get a poster of Matt and Justin in the gym
Yeah.
somewhere big, signed poster.
I'd love to see a portrait picture of Matt standing smiling with his medals on.
Yes.
But I don't know if he's that type of guy who would let me put that up in the hallways of the gym.
It must be shirtless like Michael Phelps.
And like every time I walk past, I'm just gonna kiss my hand and put it on his chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll
You know?
get you a PB
Respect.
every time.
Respect.
It's good luck as well. Yeah.
You have to kiss with your fingers on my lips.
I'll kiss you on the lips.
We can do that before workouts if you like.
Okay. Tell us some news, Matt.
News. Okay.
It sounds like a title of a cartoon.
Tiaan goes to Africa.
Yeah. Who's that?
So he's a friend of the show. He's a friend of ours.
Yes.
And
He's also
Tiaan
a bigwig.
He's a bigwig, and what did he tell you? Regional manager of CrossFit South Africa.
Regional manager of CrossFit Africa.
CrossFit Africa.
It might be the whole of Africa.
Yeah, but resides in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Tiaan, he actually has Greg Glassman on his phone and in his emails.
Yeah.
And he works for him and works with him.
Yeah.
And Tiaan is currently traveling Africa.
Yeah. He's going to visit a whole lot of CrossFit gyms in Africa.
Yeah. Let me just.
And he's going to like tell them about the message of CrossFit. and that they must save people's lives and stuff like that.
Well, before I say anything, Tiaan is the manager of CrossFit Southern Africa Instagram page, which has been allowed to be changed back to CrossFit SA.
Is that because CrossFit's back on Instagram?
Yes, I think they've. I'm not sure what the whole story there is, but
So it was more like a hiatus.
it was the it was the CrossFit community. We talked about this last week, but it was the CrossFit community or the South African community. Now he's changed it back to CrossFit SA.
Yeah,
which is cool. So give them a follow. That is the official. It's official. It's the CrossFit SA account.
Yes.
So he's up there. He's visiting South Africa and Kenya, which is technically Eastern Africa, who have registered as CrossFit affiliates, and he's just going to meet and engage with them, and they're building and maintaining personal relationships with them, and the idea is to network with the community, to see and help grow CrossFit in Africa.
You know what's really cool is he bought a GoPro. I think it's a GoPro.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he started making some footage of like his home life. And I was like, oh, Tiaan, that's so creative of you. You know, thanks for sharing. And then I realized all he was doing was just practicing for giving the rest of the world a good idea of what it looks like in all these boxes. You know?
So if you check out the Instagram page, you can see he's been to a few spots already, and he's punting some good videos and stuff.
Do all the videos have fisheye lenses on them?
Oh, let's have a look.
Because people who use GoPros love fisheye lenses.
That's the good old school.
Okay, I've got a bit of a review for you guys. Yesterday, I couldn't come to class, so I went to Virgin Active, and I was getting changed, and they came on the intercom and they said 5 minutes until the functional fitness class starts.
Oh man, you must have been so amped.
I was like, yes, I'm functionally fit.
Did you stop what you were doing just to get ready for the
happen
class?
to walk past it, or what was the deal? They said over the.
They said it over the loudspeaker.
And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm functionally fit. I'm going to try this class because I don't feel like doing double unders on the floor in front of everybody. So I went to the functional fitness class and I got a review for you. So I walked into the class and the man was there with his headset on and his mic, and the music was pumping a bit.
Very 1995.
Was he dressed like Justin's dressed right now?
No, he was fully clothed. It's a very formal establishment, Virgin Active. He had his uniform on, and the first thing he said to me is after hello, is he said, "Are you injured?" So I said, "No, cool," which was good. I like
that's a point.
That's a positive.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he asked that. He wasn't just like, "I'm going to kill you no matter if your knees are buggered or not." So I said, "No, I'm good." And then he said, "Do you know how to use kettlebells?" And I said, "Yeah, it's cool." And so that was a positive of the class. And then there was like maybe 5-6 people in the class. It was pretty small. We did a little dynamic warm up, pretty much what we do at CrossFit: run around, do some stretches, do some like crossover running, sideways, things like that. Little dynamic warm up. So all good so far. And that was like 5 minutes. And then he said, grab a kettlebell. And then that was a bit of the confusing part. So he'd lined up all the kettlebells. And I said, what weight do I need to get for this kettlebell? And he said, get whatever weight speaks to you. So I said, okay, cool. But I don't know what we're going to do. And he said, no, just whatever weight looks comfortable to you. You should just take that one. So I thought that was a bit weird. And he didn't tell me what the workout was going to be.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So the heaviest kettlebell was 16. So I thought, okay, whatever this guy throws at me,
Big man, Courtney.
I can do with a 16, because that's like a lady's weight for the little ladies. So I took the 16, and some people took like 4 kilo kettlebells and stuff. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be buggered. And
I don't
then,
even think we own 4 kg kettlebells.
no, we need to get this. So what did we do first? We did some cool stuff. We did some weird stuff too. Like there was bicep curls in the bottom of a squat. I'm not sure how that's functional. It was like a 5-minute AMRAP. We did some bicep curls in the bottom of a squat. We did some like half kneeling halos, where you put the kettlebell above your head and you like go around your head the one way and around your head the other way. We did some goblet squats, some funny stuff. So the weird thing was, because I've got the 16 kilo kettlebell, it's really, really light for the front squats.
Yeah, but for the rest,
it was really heavy.
Yeah.
So like doing multiple sets of 40 seconds of halos one way and then 40 seconds the other way, like it was burning. So that was like, I think he should have told us the workout and said like, maybe get 2 kettlebells, get a lighter one and get a heavier one.
100%.
So he's got a 50-50.
Yeah,
50% good,
50-50 so
so
far.
But
Yeah, so we basically did like 3 5-minute AMRAPs. The second one was quite like ab intensive. It was like leg raises and Russian twists, you know, where you tap the kettlebell to each side.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing a Russian twist for 40 seconds with a 16 kilo kettlebell, which is reasonably heavy. So I wish the guy had told me the workout before and I would have got a different kettlebell. But anyway,
It's a strange thing to do, considering it dictates the whole.
Yes.
45
the whole
minutes?
45-minute class.
That dictated.
Yeah.
One
he
moment.
Said, he said
One
to
moment.
you.
Yeah, he
the
said
one that speaks
one
to
that
you.
speaks to you. So if there was a 24, I would have taken a 24, and I would have been broken.
What's the class called?
Functional fitness.
And they don't mention that it's like this one's going to be an ab-ish one.
No.
No.
He didn't tell you anything. So you walked in there, and I think he just decides, like, today we're going to have a kettlebell focus.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're going to do sandbags or whatever. So I guess they vary it.
I mean, if you ever go crawling through the Kango caves, you need to drag some sandbags with you.
Yeah.
I think you're prepared.
Yeah.
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 And then we did some of the funny stuff that we always see at Virgin Active, like some of the karate kicks.
Yes.
So you like get down onto all
My
fours,
favourite.
and you like kick to the one side and kick to the other side, and it was like
Make your bum nice and round.
Yes, it is. It is round today.
You're looking particularly pert.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, that was actually a little bit difficult, the balance. It wasn't like tiring or anything. Yeah. And then the other negative point was that the guy was not concerned at all about technique. Like, you know, in Virgin Active there's mirrors everywhere. So I'm facing this massive mirror and I can see everybody next to me. And some guys are squatting in like a sumo stance. Some guys are squatting narrow.
So it's not-
We did some front rack holds and I had it like my elbows down. Some guys had their elbows out. Some guys had the kettlebells on their shoulders. And this guy was like, yeah, he doesn't care.
Do you think when they arrive there's a set of rules and way things should go, or do you think they're like, you are the trainer, you decide this is your domain?
Yeah. So I thought about it. There's two things. Either this guy knows nothing about movement mechanics, or he's been told, listen, these guys are using 4 kilo kettlebells. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever they do, as long as they sweat.
Yeah, we're happy
that's just-
to have them
Yeah.
getting healthier or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know where these personal trainers train or where they get their degrees from. But overall, it was just a bit of a sweat. And the problem with the class is that if I did this class every day for 5 years, at the end of 5 years, I'd be just as bad at movement mechanics as I was at the beginning, because there's no.
Would you be have big strong abs,
No.
big strong core,
I'd have a good abs,
good
definitely.
abs, and you can push things through the kangaroo caves.
Yes. But like I was saying to Matt,
You can rush and twist your child.
yeah. The one thing we did a lot of was abs, and that's something we don't do a lot of in CrossFit is like direct ab work. Like we do toes to bar and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like actually doing crunches and Russian twists and stuff, we don't do a lot of it.
I wonder if they do it because they're like, oh, well, people love abs,
Yes.
and they want abs.
Yes.
So let's make it ab class.
Yeah.
Or make it mainly
Yeah.
abs, because then they'll come back.
There's
they'll
always
tell their
that-
friends.
So for the longest time, and still it's very commonplace, people think that fat loss is targeted to an isolated area of
Yeah.
the body.
Yeah.
So they say, well, if I'm fat around my stomach and I do 1,000 sit-ups, I will lose fat around my stomach.
It's just going to go flat there and everything else.
And like, imagine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're neglecting many physiological principles and forget that it's a metabolic process. And based on your genetics, X amount or X percentage of fat is going to be burnt off around your entire body.
Yes.
Yeah.
If your genetics suggest that it's going to come off your ears first, then it's going to come off your ears first. Whether you're doing 1,000 crunches or 1,000 squats, your ears are going to be looking skinny before your stomach is.
Yeah.
Some other people it's different. Yeah,
And to make it worse, is the abs is such a small group.
it's such a
It's
small
not,
muscle
not
group.
even enough. You
Absolutely.
Know, to
Like it's
burn.
completely negating the effectiveness of compound movements.
Yeah.
You know?
Two opposites.
If you want to lose weight fast, squat, deadlift, and go for a
there
run.
we go.
Yeah.
You know?
This is just like we talked about in like episode 3 or something.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
You almost got to repeat it all the time. 'cause
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, we should repeat it every single week until our last episode ever.
Yes. So I think overall, if you want to get a bit of a sweat for 45 minutes, do the class. I think it's cool if you're a Virgin Active member. But I really would suggest adding something else to it, and especially getting a trainer who's going to cue you on mechanics. I'm not going to say the guy didn't know about mechanics. Maybe he's just been told, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's just get them sweating.
You know what's interesting? Like the whole basis for that workout, the way you describe it, sound like a lot of accessory movements.
Yes.
You know, it's like something you might want to factor into part of the warm up, or like at the end as like a little burner, something different.
Yeah.
But like it just sounds like that workout was missing like a foundational piece.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
of like solid compound work, like 10 sets of 10 Russian swings.
Yes.
Like that would have been
Yeah.
hugely effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple, but
Okay.
it's not
So
what
that's
attracts
our
most people.
little review for today. We must do some more reviews.
I hope we get a bit of feedback from that, or I'll tag Virgin Active.
Yeah.
Listen,
and
I'm
we'll get
just.
something out of it.
I was still trying to visualize. So you're on the floor, you come in there, you're like ready to do your double unders, and on the loudspeaker says, "Attention, The functional fitness class is about to start in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Cody
And then
chucks
Cody
his-
just throws his ropes down and he runs with high knees.
Starry eyes.
Make sure that he's first in line. And he says, pick me, pick me. It's
Yeah.
like, we're only taking 15 people into this class.
Please,
And I was wearing a Cape CrossFit t-shirt as well.
Oh,
But the guy didn't
The
notice.
CrossFitters are here.
Okay.
Like these CrossFitters.
Taking over the world.
How many were in the class? Did you say?
It was like 5 to 10, maybe
Oh,
7.
wow.
or
Yeah,
7,
like
yeah.
it sounded a little bit like you might have been the only person.
Yeah, yes, it was just me.
Okay, you did say there were some people squatting. Fair,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What have we got today?
Okay, let's move on to the main topic.
And it's actually our last episode for the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
painful.
Painful. Guys are going to have to wait for a couple of weeks for our new stuff.
I can
Some of
imagine
our
that our
fans.
fans are going to be really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they going to do on Tuesdays?
They might email us for once.
Where are you guys?
Well, we've got a good topic today, I think. A fun one.
Yeah. It's because it's so hot right now.
Yeah.
CBD. CBD oils is the hot thing, but let's just talk about CBDs in general.
Yeah.
It's everywhere in SA, and if you look at some big CrossFit athletes,
Yeah.
we've seen Fraser, Tiatumi Wells, Christy Ramo, they're all pushing it big time.
Yeah.
And they're doing it
Beam.
via Beam. I actually didn't Google it
Beam.
much
Beam
further
cream.
than that.
You know what I know? Beam is the name of a car tracking device, like
I
a...
thought Beam was Casey Neistat's, or was it Beam? It was his app or something that he did.
Oh, it's a weird name.
Invictus is also pushing it. What would you call Invictus? A brand?
Yeah, the gym.
Gym
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
They're
CrossFit
pushing
brand.
it via Nonny's Nectar.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then
Nonnies.
I just took this. I stole this from Morning Chalk Up. Last month at the Natural Products Expo East, O2, the makers of the only oxygenated recovery drink, debuted their newest edition, O2 plus hemp CBD.
Is that water?
That is fresh oxygenated water.
Water plus hemp. It must taste terrible. No, I'm not going to drink that.
Okay, for short, it's CBD, but the long name of CBD is cannabidiol. Cannabidiol.
Cannabidiol.
Cannabidiol.
It has a cannabid IOL at the end of it.
Kenny with a bitty oil.
Cannabidiol. Cannabidiol.
Just a little bitty oil.
Perfect. It's a chemical compound of the cannabis plant, which is everyone knows as marijuana plants.
Zol.
Yeah, the one of the, I think it's 5 leaves.
5 leaves.
Bourbon,
Yeah.
bourbon
The
poison.
3 of us have never heard of it.
No,
Never.
heard of that.
No.
Where would you even find that?
Oh,
Yeah.
just maybe Courtney's got it.
Observatory.
Plumstead. I've seen it growing on the front door of many houses in Plumstead.
You go look around my complex. And
There
find
was
someone's.
a guy growing it next to my mom's house, and it was like higher than the wall. And apparently you can grow as much as you want for yourself.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah.
So,
Grow it, but can't sell it.
No, you can't sell it.
I mean, what the
You
fuck
just
is
grow
the
it.
point of that?
For
there
its
was actually a
beauty.
guy who was growing it next to my sister's place once. My dad hopped over and pulled him out.
What a dad.
So it's a naturally occurring substance that is used in all sorts of things, like lattes, facials, lotions, and gummies.
You can get it on your pizza at Calcaccio as well.
Mm.
You can even get it at New Cafe
Really?
in your coffee or in some of your smoothies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move it on to why it's actually so hot right now. But let's get this out the way. It's not going to get you high.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Well, unregulated.
Yeah.
Might.
So
I mean, let's get. Okay, we'll get into
yeah,
that.
we'll
later.
get into that. So it won't get you high, and if you're wondering why, okay. So CBD is from a little family of cannabinoids.
Cannabinoids?
So there's a whole bunch of them. There's THCA, CBDA, CBD, CBDN, CBDG, CBC,
CNN.
THC.
CNN. ANN.
ENCA,
SABC.
Late Night News, and Mnet,
ETV.
SABC.
It's a real scientific podcast.
Yes. So this stuff, I reckon it's facts. I don't think they're partial, but I didn't really check. But anyway,
You didn't do the research.
No. So the two that come from the marijuana plant. I'm not sure if the rest of these ones do too. But you get the THC and the CBD. THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol.
Tetra.
So this is the one that makes you lekker high.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes you feel good, or it depends who you are. Maybe it doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes you feel sick.
CBD is the other cousin of THC, which is non-psychoactive. Okay, but as Justin says, that if you take it from a non-regulated source, or it depends on your genetics too,
Yes.
it could affect you in some sort of way. But it is not the non-psychoactive one.
Doesn't make you a psycho.
Okay, so here's one reason. Like, I don't know how about in the States, but one of the reasons why it's quite a buzz now is it was decriminalized in September 2018 in SA.
Not so long ago.
Yeah,
That's
so
growing your own cannabis.
growing your cannabis. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can cultivate it, you can store it, and you can use it in your privacy in your own home.
yeah. You just can't sell it, like Justin said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Justin's obviously he was selling it, and then someone caught him.
They said no.
Yeah.
They said stop that.
I was trying to raise funds for my trip.
Slapped him on his wrist. CBD was originally a Schedule 7 class drug, which is the same as heroin. It's
That's
in
like
the
the
same
highest you
level. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
It's quite a baddie
It's a little crazy.
for
Actually.
something that's being put on pizzas now.
Yeah.
So now it's a Schedule 4.
get. Yeah, which is I think you still need a prescription for Schedule 4.
Yes. So I stopped. I actually highlighted that because I would rather read that.
Yeah, so you need a prescription for Schedule 4.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
a prescription for CBD containing THC. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. That's not what we're saying at all.
No, they're separate.
So, as far as I understand, you need a prescription for CBD if it's in high concentrations.
Yes, but now what I'm getting at is that you get broad spectrum
Yeah.
and you get full spectrum.
Okay.
So the full spectrum CBD is supposed to be containing
THC.
traces of the THC,
Okay.
which will make
all
you
the
high.
THC.
And then you go the broad spectrum, which
Yeah.
is supposed to have it removed.
No
So
THC.
they're basically taken the marijuana plant and pulled out all the cannabinoids.
All the negative
and put it in.
Yeah.
elements.
Yeah. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Alan.
Hey guys!
Just on time.
Just walked in.
Just in the neck.
You
He's
just
also
inside-
got his shirt off.
Is that
Yeah.
are you drinking your CBD water?
Are you sweating?
Yeah, CBD water.
Yeah. Are you rubbing your CBD cream?
In all the right places.
All the right
Is there
places.
CBD in there?
Is there you taking your CBD
And it tastes
drops?
good too.
Oh, great.
Like a lazy Sunday afternoon.
Is that Pick and Pay CBD water.
When last did you have THC?
Sure, that was December 2014. It was a great weekend.
We've got a special guest in the studio who just happened to walk in without knocking. Alan Foulis.
That's how real men enter a room.
Yes. So Alan, we're talking about CBD today, and you're a bit of a CBD expert.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like, out of all the people you could have called,
Yeah.
I was certainly top of the list.
We tried Thelma twice, but she didn't tell us anything.
Yeah, so I mean, look, she's more of the unorthodox kind of healing remedies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
African
Whereas with
potato.
CBD, it's all about the drops.
Yeah. So you've been using CBD for a while?
Yeah, I've been using it for a month now.
Yeah.
And I would say, when I chatted to Justin about it, the most noticeable thing initially for me was just improved sleep quality.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and go for a pee or something, and then struggle to fall back asleep.
Yeah.
Whereas I have still woken up and have gone for a wee, but then I've fallen asleep really easily when I've come back to bed. So that's something I've noticed. And then also, I mean, it's tough to say in terms of recovery, like if I feel much better, but our training has definitely ramped up, after a little break after the Open, and I'm feeling not as stiff and sore as I would have expected to have.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Good. And you've obviously done your homework on the stuff. There's no THC.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest concern for athletes. You put so much time and effort into your training and all the stuff that you're watching, what goes into your body all the time. And if you are careless, then you get popped, like all these games athletes that are being, every month someone else is getting popped for something. And THC is obviously a concern, but following all these products that are out now, and I think what's helped a lot is a lot of games athletes are using CBD oil. Matt Fraser's using it, James Newbury's using it, Noah Olsen, like all those guys are on it. So if you can find a really good quality brand that is well tested and is, you can find the certifications on the products and that, then it's definitely worthwhile trying it for yourself.
Okay, good.
So just like the Sublime story, same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep
I
an eye
mean,
on it.
it's definitely it's not what you expect. Like CBD oils, I was like, oh, maybe it's a bottle, and I poured it into a teaspoon, and then a thing. But for mine, it's droppers. A little eyedropper.
Tincture.
Yeah, a tincture.
A tincture.
That's a wonderful word.
Wonderful,
A
yeah.
tincture.
It's like
Is that what it's
A
called?
tincture.
It sounds so
I feel
Christmassy.
like it does. Happy tinctures. And you get a tincture, and you get a tincture.
Everyone clink your tinctures. Click a tink 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 tick a tink tink.
So I start my day with 3 drops in the morning, and then 5 drops before bed.
So that's for the competitive athlete. For the average everyday man in the street, would you recommend it?
I would, if you have, I would say, rest issues. In
Yes.
terms of like you don't sleep through, or your your sleep isn't restful.
Yes.
I would say it's definitely worth investigating.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Good
So,
feedback.
endorsement.
Thank you,
from
Al.
Alan. Thanks, Adam.
100%. Anytime, guys.
Keep drinking your
Just
CBD.
keep us entertained.
You just walk into the next podcast, please.
Okay.
Next one's about something.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye. You forgot your CBD.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, enjoy that.
And pass my lighter.
You forgot your light bulb. Okay, so did you guys know? Justin, you probably know because you've done some research since you've got a sponsor. Ooh. That from May 2019, this year, until May 2020, what they're calling preparations of CBD, which is CBD containing products which have 20 milligrams or less, can now be sold without a prescription. So that's why suddenly you go into Clicks and to Discem and to everywhere and to Kolkatia, and you can get things with CBD on them because they've all got low doses of CBD. So that's for the next year until the health minister thinks about it some more.
Yeah, you know what's
Gonna get some
interesting is that I
feedback.
think what some people are falling into the trap is like, because it's a fad now. Assuming they haven't done their research, they're probably just adding it to their beverages or their food of choice, in the thought that it's going to have this immediate effect on the body. And I think what people need to realize is that it's the type of product that requires maybe a little bit of personal experimentation, and also give the body an opportunity to build a bit of a tolerance for the CBD and its potential positive effects. It can affect people differently, and I'm talking from the positive sense now, where the THC has been removed. But having one random pizza with some CBD in it, or a couple of drops in your shake, is, in my opinion, probably just as good as not taking it at all.
Yeah, it's like eating one salad out of 10 fish and chips.
Yeah.
100%. So it's like a total
Just a fun gimmick.
at the moment, unless of course you take it religiously and forgot to take it in the morning and felt completely happy about the fact that you could just quickly add it to your smoothie at your local cafe.
I didn't think about that, but that's so silly. It's like you're buying a pizza, which is not the healthiest thing in the world, and now you put some CBD on, you're like, okay, this is great now.
Nice. I'm
making health.
I think you would, we would maybe need someone a little bit more clued up than I am, but I think you would need like quite a large volume of CBD oil to be added to the mixture of the pizza or drizzled on top, for it to have the effect that I think you would be looking for. That pizza was so amazing. I feel so relaxed right now.
Yes.
Actually, they should just put some THC on it.
Well,
that's the immediate thing. I think people don't they don't understand it. So then the first thing they think is they're going to get high.
Yeah.
Well, based on our show notes over here, we're going to get into a couple of deeper details. But one thing that you will come to hear us talk about is the fact that many people that are suffering from chronic illnesses or chronic struggles would perhaps be more interested in something like this, because they can take it over a period of time, and over a long period of time they can say, you know what, my suffering has been reduced X amount.
That's what you were mentioning earlier though, about what you were saying, you class 1 or class 2.
Like full spectrum, broad spectrum, like how much of an effect do you want to have on your body,
Yeah. So there has been some studies that show that CBD has an effect on pain relief. Like you say, it's been used in cancer treatment, but those are obviously at higher doses.
Yes.
And I think the research is very preliminary at this stage. But apparently it does help your brain's receptors, like the receptors that help you to manage pain. It has an effect on those. So people have used it for arthritis, for chronic pain. They've used it for muscle pain, like spinal cord injuries and that sort of thing. But that's obviously high dose and something that you'd need to be prescribed by a doctor. Yeah. So we're talking more about lower doses here today. But some of the other things that apparently CBD is quite good for is anxiety relief. If you're just a bit stressed, a bit prone to be anxious, it helps for that. It's also been shown as to be useful for epilepsy, treating epilepsy, probably in higher doses as well. And it's also used to treat Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, and Parkinson's disease. So it's got some benefits in there. But again, like the research is at very early stages. Also for strokes, neurodegenerative diseases, and that sort of things. So and like you said, it helps for sleep. And apparently, it's not that it actually makes you fall asleep. it just reduces your anxiety, and therefore you feel a bit more prone to falling asleep. You're less
Calms you a
stressed,
bit.
basically. Yeah, you're a bit calm.
So is it doing kind of psychological effects to your brain?
Yeah, I think so. So it helps those receptors that make you less anxious.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it makes you sleep just a bit better. Yeah, but how do you actually use CBD? I've never used it.
Me neither.
So I've been trying it out the past couple of weeks, and similar to Alan, little tincture, and you just squeeze it.
Just pop it in a pipe and
You
smoke
just
it.
pull X amount of milliliters out. So like 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1 milliliter. Like it depends how much
Depending on how you're feeling, or
depends how much you are wanting to dose up on. You know, like I would recommend starting small, and then giving your body a chance to adjust to it, and then as it builds a tolerance to it, you can then start taking higher dosages, depending again on the type of effect you want to have
so
on the body.
before
So
we carry
just
on,
to finish, like you
Yeah.
take that tincture, and I think the most popular way, under the tongue, sublingual, keep it there for about a minute, 2 minutes, let it absorb into the bloodstream, and then you swallow it.
yeah. So to add on to that, like I said earlier, so I was reading the doctor's notes, and he said that it's also genetic too. A lot of people who show reactions to taking something like painkillers, and you react to it.
Yes,
It's quite similar that some of these people also get reactions from CBD.
absolutely.
So maybe watch out. Depends on the kind of person you are.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, when I first took it, I think subconsciously I was quite anxious. You're reading all the literature and you're like, it's THC free. But what if it's not?
Yeah.
So you take it and you kind of like expect this immediate acute reaction, of which there is none. And then
Yeah.
you like, maybe even, for me, I was like subconsciously a little bit stressed about it. I was like, well, what if I don't sleep? What if I have a reaction to it? What if? And to be quite honest with you, the first time I took it, didn't really notice a huge immediate change, but what I'm alluding to is that it's something you want to experiment with, and especially if, like me, you're taking it for recovery purposes, you definitely want to monitor your sleep, for example. What's the quality of your sleep? And that's definitely one area where I noticed an improvement, is similar to Alan, what he said earlier. Take it an hour or so before bed, stay nice and calm, go to sleep. It just puts you in a slightly more relaxed state, sleeping maybe a little bit deeper, maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit less disruptions. And if you are going to get up and move around and then try and fall back to sleep, that it keeps you in that like fog. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, when you're feeling a bit foggy, you kind of
Yeah.
like just fall back to sleep quite easily.
Yeah.
So again, you should know what signs you're looking out for and why you're trying to take it.
Yeah. I've also seen some creams and gels. I saw them at Discount the other
I
day.
haven't seen the lattes, all the gummies, all the facials,
Oh, you gotta Google it. Must be some
the
hippie,
lotion facial. Yeah.
Yeah.
some hippie cafes somewhere around here where we can add it into. So lots of ways. I'm not sure if the creams and gels do anything. I'm sure under the tongue is the best way.
So we're talking about best practices. I think
Yeah.
that's the most common, under the tongue. Then
Yeah.
there's also like just consumption, adding it to
Something.
your coffee or
Yeah.
to your morning tea or to your nighttime juice with your dinner, whatever. Other people like to bake with it.
Really?
Yeah, like put it in muffins,
Yeah.
whether it's CBD or
Yeah.
THC. I guess that's one way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was doing some reading about the side effects because that's something you always worry about. And apparently there are very few side effects. There's been like 1 or 2 cases of people cause a bit of dizziness, hallucinations, low blood pressure, that sort of thing.
Hallucinations, I'm sure, is very much linked to THC.
You know, that
Unregulated CBD oil.
I was about to say, like, there's some of these products that are probably not pure, and that's that can mess with you.
Yeah,
But
and they sending their messages in and they're getting skewed out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently there's been no cases of overdose of CBD either. So it's safe even in high doses. Because some of these doses, like we said, it's legal for sale in the shop without a prescription under 20 milligrams. But some of these doses that people are taking for sleep disorders and for schizophrenia and epilepsy, these doses are like sort of 300 to 1,000 milligrams a day,
Yeah.
which is a lot. So, and there's been no cases of overdose. So it seems to be pretty safe.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So leave the stuff alone.
Hey?
Leave it alone. Let it stay on the market.
I don't know. I think the research is still in its early stages, so we've got to get more information.
Well, there's only one way, I guess. Gotta leave it for a bit.
I guess there's been a lot of things that we thought were great and then ended up just being placebos.
Yeah.
And I think there is something to that as well. Like you might be expecting the result and therefore getting it.
Yeah, so the placebo effect is prevalent with anything, really. And I guess that's why studies are conducted. And again, I stress, I think it's important to do your own experiment with your body.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not advocating doing crazy shit. I'm just saying, like, start with a drop or 2 or 3, you know, the recommended dosage, and make your own assessment as to how it affects you.
Yeah.
You know, don't assume that, oh, well, Matt's raving about it and Matt says he can sleep for 15 hours straight, that it's going to have the same effect on you.
Yeah.
You know, it might be effective, but on a lesser scale or
Yeah.
on a greater scale. You don't know.
Yeah. Is CBD legal for athletes?
Yeah, I don't think there's any ruling against it. I think we should
Any
check.
athlete.
We should check up on the WADA
Well, Matt Fraser's taking CBD.
on the WADA page. Ah, here we go. On the WADA page, it says, starting at the beginning of 2018, the World Anti-Doping Agency removed CBD from the list of prohibited substances.
you're
So
safe.
there you have it, courts.
Safe.
Safe. Totally safe.
But THC is not removed.
Thanks for baiting me on that one. Yeah, and essentially THC is still prohibited in competition, as are
shame, guys.
synthetic cannabinoids. So, I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, you can't have your athletes hallucinating, you know, like mid workout,
Yeah,
or
it'll be fun.
in
Start-
and around their
quite
training
exciting.
competition.
Start doing different
You can
movements.
go wild. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't know how much of a
that's
benefit it'll be, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, if they interview Matt Fraser at the end, they're like, so, you know, tell us a little bit about that performance. He's like, you know, I visualized myself running faster, so then I did.
Yes.
And I ran faster than
some
everybody
normal
else.
CrossFit athletes.
Like just in the middle of the workout, and you just stop. I want to do something else. I don't want to do toes to bar. I want to do thrusters. You just start doing different things. You're grabbing other people's bars. Just start going crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. But listen, I'm going to continue providing you some information here. And
Oh, good.
Thaddy, I think while I do that, you need to Google the endocannabinoidal system. Just do that for a second,
Okay.
just to interest you and our readers.
Yeah. Okay.
Should I say our listeners?
Our listeners, yeah.
Do we have any
readers?
readers?
Our readers.
Instagram readers.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, what you got to realize is that as an athlete, you're applying, or should I say, you're applying stress to your body, and you're subjecting yourself to high levels of like oxidative stress, for example, which creates inflammation in the
Yeah.
joints, in the muscles, for your entire system. And I think the biggest draw card to taking the CBD would be to hopefully reduce that inflammation in the system
Yes.
to speed up recovery. Of course, the endocannabinoidal system can handle X amount, and adding exogenous CBD may help this overloaded system.
Yeah.
Getting your neurotransmitters back under control and helping athletes maintain, fancy word, homeostasis, otherwise known as balance.
Being lekker.
Being lekker.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah.
What are some other benefits?
Well,
I heard that it relieves pain.
it does relieve pain. Studies have shown that cannabis, mostly THC and far less
It's mostly THC.
CBD,
So CBD doesn't really relieve pain that much, but it does a little bit.
exactly,
Yeah.
is effective at reducing pain, including musculoskeletal pain from exercise as well as stiff joints. There is a little research on CBD alone, or a 1-to-1 ratio of THC to CBD.
Yeah. What are athletes normally using to relieve pain? Just normal NSAIDs, like aspirin and Panados and stuff like
Case for
that.
neck.
Fuck, when I'm in pain,
And
I grab a foam roller and I do a bit of a stretch,
Yeah.
and I just take it on the chin.
Look, I think it's pretty common in other sports for athletes to be using a lot of NSAIDs, those non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which are like aspirin and those sort of things.
Advil, Aleve,
Yeah. So I think CBD could be an alternative to that.
definitely.
Yeah, because those things also have side effects that you don't really want going around.
Yo, listen, I mean, here's the thing, inflammation is good for the body, right? Think about it. You've disrupted the balance of your body. Your quad muscle is comfortable right now. You squat 100 kgs 100 times. There's blood flow, there's swelling, there's muscles tearing, oxidative stress. And now the inflammation that takes place in that joint in the muscle is telling the brain, send the reinforcements, send the blood, send the oxygen.
Yeah.
We want to repair this muscle, we want to make it strong, bring in those BCAAs, and let's get swole,
Yeah.
right? And now you want to go take anti-inflammatories.
Yes.
I'm not saying that it has no place, but I'm saying that the inflammation process is actually good.
Yes.
So maybe like back to the CBD, taking it for recovery in the form of reducing anxiety and extending sleep is maybe best for athletes,
Yeah. Yeah.
rather than necessarily trying to get rid of the feeling of DOMS or
Yes.
sore aches and pains.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I reckon if you have sore aches and pains, you need to look at your training program.
Yes. I have lots of aches and pains.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it talks about reducing inflammation to stimulate positive training adaptations. If you have too much inflammation, that's maybe leading closer to injury.
Yeah.
I think that's when it comes in at a good time.
Yeah. Apparently, it also has some good effects on your digestive system. Which
Absolutely.
is, I think a lot of athletes have digestive problems. Firstly, because of all the stress your body's under and all that inflammation. And secondly, because athletes are always eating. Yeah.
Whey protein.
Listen, I think we've spoken about diet before.
Yeah.
I don't think people are completely and fully invested in how varied and balanced their diet can be.
Yeah.
And if they're going to overconsume any one particular thing, it's literally like clogging up the pipes, you know. You don't want to be putting shit through the system. So yeah, I mean, CBD can basically help reduce discomfort and stress in the GI tract, and basically it won't solve stomach problems from dehydration and overheating, but it might contribute to, you know, just settling your tummy a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And anything that's causing disruption in that area, you know, who knows, maybe you're sensitive to gluten or grains, or
Yeah.
it could be anything.
Yeah. So it seems like there's a lot of benefits and not a lot of negatives.
Yeah, it's more like, it's more with regards to the gut, it's more along the line of reducing symptoms. But you know, it must be said, if you're having symptoms from eating certain things,
Yeah.
maybe masking it in CBD is not the greatest
Yeah.
first step.
So the CBD use is probably like the 1% on top of the 99% that you could be getting from other things, like eating properly, training properly, getting enough rest, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, like, lastly, we've already touched on this point quite a bit, but just improving your sleep quality, getting more and better sleep is one of the most effective ways an athlete can achieve greater training gains.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you take your CBD and you're like, oh, you know, I had a lack of sleep last night, I'm going to take 3 drops for the rest of the month until my tincture runs out.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
As long as
Okay.
it doesn't have THC in it.
Cool.
Boom.
Where can we get the stuff?
Listen, the Business Insider from South Africa.
What's that? That newspaper?
Could be a newspaper.
Do you read that newspaper?
I don't read that newspaper.
It sounds like a newspaper Justin reads. The Financial Times told me while I was reading about the markets.
Listen here, these oaks found a variety of brands in select stores in Joburg and Cape Town.
Yeah, so Clicks,
Yes.
Discam,
Yes.
Pick and Pay,
Yes.
Wellness Warehouse.
Yes.
What other pharmacies are
Come
there?
on.
Weinberg
Keep
Pharmacy,
Yes.
Plumstead Pharmacy, Milnerton
I don't know where
Pharmacy,
Plumstead Pharmacy is.
Milnerton Pharmacy.
Those are the only 3
Gardens
in the Western
Farm-
Cape.
Gardens Pharmacy.
And then also Matthew's Farm by the Sea.
Yes.
Right. And what they said was that they could find products ranging from 295 Rand all the way up to 695 Rand.
All those are too expensive for me.
15 milliliter tinctures.
Yeah. And I need the product at 25
Their
Rand.
strength varied depending.
Yeah, so I mean, there's varied strengths. Like I said, you want to go onto one of these websites or go in store and check it out and say, right, where can I start? Boom, test it out, and if it's not having the effect you want, then get one with a heavier dose.
Let's hope some of those are regulated. Otherwise, you're all going to be high.
Well, you'll never know if you never try.
Yeah,
Yes.
take all of them.
So you've told us your personal thoughts after taking it. Basically, it helped your sleep.
Help my sleep.
Yeah.
And I've used some of the cream
Yeah.
from Medterra, yeah, listen, I'm feeling great. Training's going well, no complaints, and I love the fact that I feel empowered to take an extra step towards recovery. You know, I'm not just letting recovery be its own thing. Like, if I can optimize it, I'm going to optimize it. If it results in 1% better performance each and every day, fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the major takeaways are that there's very low risk in taking CBD, especially in these low doses that's available at the pharmacy. So that the man on the street might as well try it, but also not to expect massive changes because of it. The changes are going to be slight. Maybe you'll sleep a bit better, maybe you'll have slightly less inflammation, but it's not going to change your life in a great way. And I don't know, is it worth the money?
Is it worth the risk also?
For the average man in the street who's got no risk, who's never being tested, is it worth spending?
The average man, he's gonna.
Is it worth spending this 300 to 700 rand? Some of them are like 1,000 rand. Is it worth spending that money for the average man in the street?
Listen, I think it's one of those products that falls into your disposable income bracket.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have a chronic ailment.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about that for a second. Let that sink in, Courtney.
Yeah. So
under your tongue.
Yes. From Justin's tincture to my tongue.
Did you go? Gosh, you've seen how he put it in his mouth.
Yes. So I don't have a chronic ailment. So I think it's disposable income. I don't think I need to get that 1% better on my workout times to go from last in the class to still last in the class. So probably not for the average guy, but maybe for the athlete, or if you have pain. Maybe recovering from an operation, probably a good idea.
Yeah. Well, let me read this, if you will.
Yeah.
So MedTerra SA approached me and they said, "Listen, Just, we'd like you to try our products." And I was obviously apprehensive initially because of the whole THC story.
Yeah.
And a little something from their website that made me feel a little bit more comfortable was saying that they are fully compliant, meaning MedTerra provides customers with true seed to sale purchases. Their industrial hemp is grown and extracted in accordance within strict guidelines of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture.
Is that where the kernel comes from? Kentucky Fried Chicken?
That's the same region.
Same guy, yeah.
Each and every product that leaves a facility must be third-party tested to ensure consistency and quality.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they're in partnership with a hemp pilot research program to be able to provide customers with quality CBD products in all 50 states and
South Africa.
Most international countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's great that it's third-party tested. They're not just pumping out CBD to make money. You know, they're making sure that everything is reliable and valid. You know?
Yeah. So look, that's who you use.
Yes.
They are not a sponsor of our show, so you guys can use whoever you want to use.
Yeah, who you want. If you guys give us money, we'll tell more people about it.
If you give us money, we'll tell people to only use you.
Yeah.
But until then, use whoever you want. Yeah. So that's the takeaways, I guess.
Yeah, that's a quick topic. Hot topic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Inbox me if you want my discount code.
Yes,
it's a secret until then.
Check Justin's Instagram.
Justin -10.
Adds,
-10.
Adds
extra money to
make you pay more.
If you pay more, it goes straight to Justin. You like add a tip, like when you pay on SnapScan.
Please help this guy.
Add 10% to help Justin.
Did you guys buy anything for Black Friday?
No. I got no money.
Yeah.
I bought nothing.
Was CBD on sale?
I queued a whole bunch of things up in my trolley to take class, and I didn't buy anything.
I didn't buy anything.
You very wisely didn't buy anything. Yeah.
So, Court's message at the beginning of the show. It's our last episode for this year.
Yeah.
So, any good takeaways from this podcast this year?
I think we've done well.
You guys happy about?
We've got to 16.
We made 16.
Yeah. So now we just need to do another full year, and we'll get to 66. And after another 50 episodes.
Yeah,
and
we learned a lot on the technical side.
Yeah, I think we got some good feedback through the year, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. So far we've done 16 episodes and made zero money.
Yes, we did get some burgers.
We got some free burgers.
That's true. We got some burgers,
and we make like a 7 rand profit.
Yes. Yeah.
And B Aesthetics got behind us and said, "Listen, guys, run with it and become champions.
Be champions.
Be champions."
Yeah. Tell us about the listener feedback this week, Matt. We asked some questions for the people at home. Told them we were recording. Send them a beautiful song. I don't know where Matt finds the songs that he uses for the listener feedback, but there are some terrible songs. And I think he uses them to make people remember the post.
Jeez, I listened to that one intro song the other day. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I like the intro songs, but you must listen to the song he used on Instagram. It's like some Wuthering Heights. It's called Wuthering Heights.
By Kate Bush.
Kate Bush. Never heard of Kate Bush.
Kate Bush
Does she
related
make
to Mr. Bush.
George Bush.
George Bush.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, there comes our Bergie
It's our
friend.
He's back again.
Yoy.
Bergie man.
He's got a heavier load this time.
No, listen, he's gone double story.
Yeah.
It's that guy from episode number 2.
He doesn't only have the GHD now, he has a whole rig.
Yes.
He's been taking our advice from the podcast, and this guy's pumped now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, go away now.
Yeah.
Thank
your
you.
time.
He's going into the distance.
Okay, so on that, what you just said, Natasha says, please start the next podcast with Courtney singing the exact song,
The exact song.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering
I've
Heights.
never heard that song before.
Shall we get the
That's
lyrics
the
out?
thing you just heard, you just talked about it.
Oh, it's terrible. I just heard it on your stupid post. I was sitting in the car. What is this ridiculous song? So I'll learn the lyrics, but I'm happy to sing another song for you
Okay,
guys.
so in January, you got about a month and a bit.
I'm happy to sing. I love
to
singing.
Get you going, and that's going to be.
Got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, we're going to open up with that instead of one of these generic ones that get off the line.
Oh, good.
Okay. Lindsay says functional bodybuilding is becoming pretty popular among the general community.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we should definitely do a show about that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think it actually is on the topic list.
Yeah.
Like everyone's trying to look like Marcus Philly.
Yes. Like nobody
He's
cares.
making a buck off that.
Nobody cares if
Yeah.
you can do 100 burpees in 6 minutes 51 seconds, Justin. As long as you look good on the beach, that's all that matters.
It's pretty much 90% of it.
Yes.
Yeah. I must message Schiff and tell him I beat him.
Yeah, tell him.
Leo wants to know how do I keep my legs closed? And this is a reference to Justin saying yesterday it's a big CrossFit group that Matt kept his legs closed today.
It didn't work
On
once.
my bar muscle ups.
Matt just has bar muscle ups with his legs flailing around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if Matt went to the gymnastics preferred course by CrossFit, they would say to him, bro, listen, maybe one day if you try really hard, you'll make it to the games. But I mean, with that technique, not. He's an anomaly.
I like to give my
Then
extra energy into the universe.
And then you show them his CV and say, I've made it.
Some dickhead asked us, can you let us know who is a grower or a shower?
Is that his Instagram handle? Some dickhead.
Some dickhead.
Oh, what a great Instagram handle.
Initials JS.
JS.
JMS.
JMS. Is that him?
Sounds like a ship out in the harbour.
The SS JMS
We'll answer that question in January.
in the story.
January, we're gonna have to go
Actually,
find out.
We'll answer it in March, but you have to show us that you listen to every single episode. And we'll send you pictures.
Oh, good.
Well, listen, with Courtney, with his surname, there's only one assumption of what he is.
He's the true winner.
Matt Schiff says December training, naughty and nice wads. I think he's asking for some suggestions.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to my favorite word of the year, which is Linda.
Oh, well, I can say that last year, it was the first year that I actually made an effort to train through the holidays. And
Last
each
year?
day, yeah. 2019 Christmas. Well, 2018
Christmas.
into so I did some of the program stuff here, like 100 burpees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did like a 5k run. Then the next day, maybe did some stretching and a swim or something like that, like
Yeah.
light stuff. And it definitely did feel better going into January and starting training into January.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like Linda. 3 bars of death. That's my favorite one. And then 12 days of Christmas, depending on how it goes.
No, how it goes. Could be a mess.
Yeah, some years it's horrible and some years it's fun.
Guys, did you see Matt Schiff's girlfriend's post on Instagram this morning?
No.
She says, the human body is 80% water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, babe, hate to break it to you, but we're basically sea cucumbers.
Oh, Matt Schiff is a sea cucumber.
There's just mush if you take the water out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's Matt's new nickname.
Sea cucumber Schiff. Good.
We're busy talking about the Outcome podcast host, Matthew Schiff,
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
of the show. It's our sister podcast.
He is arguably the fittest sea cucumber I've ever met.
And then the last one from another real true dickhead.
Yeah.
Plans for the show in 2020.
Oh, that's a great question.
Who asked that?
Oh,
The
jeez.
other dickhead on this podcast.
That's a great question. I think we should answer that. In 2020, we're going to do a few more interviews.
Yes.
I think that's our next goal.
Yeah.
We're going to learn to be serious interviewers,
Yes.
like CNN and Deborah Patter.
Listen, yeah, if we are more
Nikki
serious,
Greenwald.
if we are
Yes.
more serious, all our followers are gonna just bail on us.
Oh,
So we got to keep talking crap between the interviews.
yes.
Listen, there's only one show on this planet that can be serious, and that is Derek Watts on Mnet.
Really? Is that carte blanche?
That is
Carte
enough.
blanche
That is enough to
and
piss
Ruda.
off the nation for a week. You know what I mean? Like after listening to that, all I really want to listen to is No Excom podcast,
Yes.
just to offset the balance.
Okay,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
We'll keep the bullshit and we'll keep the nonsense, but we'll get some people on the show that know more than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
And
get
we'll
some
just
nice
ask them how big the dicks are.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'd love to get Derek Watts on the show.
Oh, get him.
Okay? Get him. Someone get someone nice for us to talk to.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
don't you guys tell us who you want to see next?
Yeah.
On the technical side of things, I think we will each want to get a mic. We just need to find the right input device for us to record into.
Yeah.
We do have already have 2 mics. We just need the third one, and then we need the device.
Yes.
So that equals getting money. So help us make money.
And we also need more blankets
Yes.
for the room.
Yeah, we need to, because we are a very mobile podcast. We
Yes.
need things to help us dampen the
Yeah.
the reverb in the room.
Similar to the Bergie, we would love to put our
Yes, we'd love
tripod
to
on
dampen
wheels.
him.
Yes. We can put blankets all around us and egg boxes. Donate egg boxes to us.
Listen, I've got an idea. Why don't you guys listening right now go and find one friend and ask them to follow us?
That's
Right
a great
now.
idea.
That's a good idea.
Just one person.
And then ask a second friend to send us 100 rand. And then I think we're good for
Okay.
2020.
For 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And that is it for the feedback.
That's it for 2019.
That's it, guys. I can't believe it. Time has flown.
Yeah, Sloan. Can
Yeah.
you believe it? We've made every week. We've come and sat in this fucking hot room, or we've gone to one of our houses,
Yeah.
and we sat there and we talked.
I'm still
And
glad
we
we're
put
friends.
these things out.
Can we believe we got Justin
Oh, God.
Swart into the
Yeah,
room?
Justin, look, we nearly got rid of you
Yes.
after episode 1, halfway through episode 1. Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
This guy.
I feel privileged that I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I bring a lot of value to the team. Even though I think I also bring a lot of headaches.
Yes, definitely.
I always visualize Matt and Courtney on their computers messaging each other in a group without me saying, fuck Justin,
Has Justin-
he's such a fucking dickhead.
Has he read the show notes?
Fucking idiot.
He hasn't read the show notes.
And then I laugh to myself a little bit and then I also feel a bit bad about myself.
Justin, why is he so busy all the time? Guys, I'm only free on Thursday from 1:15 to 1:25. And then you come in for the rest of the week. Justin's just walking around. Hi, guys.
Justin took 2 days off this week, and we only found out after the 2 days. he took
Listen,
off.
yeah, I realized how that came across. I realized, but it was unplanned. My coach said, listen, Justin, take some time off. You're not looking good. And if I catch you recording a podcast when you're supposed to be
I
recovering,
didn't think he said that.
I'm going to episode you.
I
Ask
said,
him.
go and take your CBDs and sleep.
Justin. So we changed our group name to a group to bait Justin to reply to our messages.
Yes, we're trying to make it look like one of his other common groups he's in.
So he doesn't reply to our messages because he can see it says Matthew and Courtney. And he's like, fuck these guys. So we
And
changed.
he didn't write, he didn't even laugh back, he just changed the name back and said a couple of serious
we changed
things
the
and left.
group to like CrossFit weightlifting videos. And then he replied immediately. He's like, oh, great, must be a
Great.
good group.
Well, I was like, oh fuck, it's not the right group.
I'll be honest, earlier this week I was feeling so tired when I saw Matt and Courtney, I walked the other way.
Oh, these guys are going to make me be responsible now. I don't want to be responsible.
Yeah, totally. Listen, this is a big responsibility. I mean, 16 hours is incredible.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
The reward is there because we're now immortal.
Yes.
So there's no way people can ever lose our memories because we're on the internet, and we'll be there until the end of time.
Exactly.
Do you
Until
think-
I
the
even
sun.
posted us in the Reddit group on CrossFit.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Do you think Elon Musk will let us put a recording on a disc MP3 and fly to
Yes.
space?
Definitely.
Yes, everyone go tag him and tag the podcast.
Tell him to send us to space. So until the sun explodes and swallows us whole, we will exist
We will be here.
on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah. So you send us to your children one day, Justin.
I will do. Listen, my kids are going to love this one day.
When Justin has children, we're not going to see him for 5 years.
He's gone, man. He's definitely gone.
I don't know how he's going to survive.
It's 100% harder than sitting here talking to us.
Jeez, Louise.
He's so busy now. When he has a child, he's gonna be a puddle on the floor.
That's why you guys are in my life. I need help. I need help.
He's just gonna melt.
He's gonna melt. I can't handle it, guys. Fuck this child.
I'm gonna
Melt
be like,
into the
I'm gonna
couch
be like
at home.
a silver fox, bro. I'm gonna be grey at the age of 40.
Oh, jeez. I can't wait to see that. So, what we decided, Matt, we're gonna buy Justin a dog for Christmas.
Yes, a dog,
Please
a
don't.
goldfish,
Please
and a
don't.
budgie.
Parrot.
Please don't.
I'm trying to think which
I
one's
hate.
the worst
I
one.
fucking hate birds.
Which is the biggest responsibility?
Get him a dog.
A dog, because he's gonna clean up the
I hope
shit.
it
Yeah.
pees everywhere.
You You know, if you buy me a dog, I might as well quit CrossFit.
The dog and his pool and his budgie and his fish
and his plant.
and his plants.
You know what I've done the past 2 Sundays? I've done grouting.
Grouting.
For
For
an hour.
For an hour, a whole hour.
Cement, sand, sponges, fucking
In your
water.
kitchen?
No, it's around the pool. You know, just
Okay.
making sure the
fixing it.
weeds
so
don't grow.
it's thick thing. Did the little seed, the sunflower seed I give you, start
hasn't
growing?
sprouted yet.
Not
No,
yet.
no, it's not going to grow then.
Is it just dried up because you never
Because you haven't
watered it?
watered it.
No, we had rains and everything.
It rained. It's summer, Justin. It doesn't rain, you have to water it.
I was so looking forward to that sunflower growing.
So Justin,
Honestly,
It's a giant sunflower. It's one of the most rewarding sunflowers.
listen,
If there's any others.
don't count your chickens before they hatch.
yeah,
That sunflower's going to grow.
it's not going to grow because I planted mine after yours and mine are about 20 centimeters
No.
Oh,
high.
you didn't tell me.
Yeah,
Really?
4 of them.
Can you
They're
give me
huge,
another
eh?
one?
The space that they take up, it's ridiculous. I couldn't believe how big it is. The stem is like my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, like my forearm. Well, not this part.
So
this
when
part.
it grows, I'm going to give you the seeds.
Please do.
And
Yeah, well, I still got from the last batch,
Thank
so
you.
I'll give you a handful.
Give me a few. Give me a few.
So you can
I'll
add
try put them in
I'm
various
gonna give you 10,
locations.
and I'd like to at least have 8 germinated. Please.
Yes, those are good. They grow easily.
Yeah, they're really easy. Yeah.
Germinate.
I'll
Yeah.
give I'll give a one listener, DMS. I'll give you 5
seed.
seeds.
As long as you come fetch
giant
it.
sunflower seeds. You have to come fetch them. You have to be in Cape Town.
Yeah.
If you're not here, then give us money to post it to you.
You
Jeez.
should give Tiaan another seed.
Oh,
Oh, then I'll melt into a puddle.
Courtney's already put another bun in the oven.
Yeah, why are we recording this early, and also why are we not doing the next? Why are we stopping today?
I'm having a baby.
Baby, what day?
Another baby. On Tuesday, I think.
Good.
And
You
it'll be
are
when
so
this
calm.
episode releases.
Yes.
Yes.
So
You're so calm.
yeah, I'm experienced.
What colour
Yeah,
shirt
is that
are you going to wear
4 years, 5
to
years
the next
old?
one?
4 years old.
4 years,
5
yeah.
4
I'm
years.
going to wear a red shirt next
Red
time.
shirt.
Or maybe a pink one.
Pink
Another
one.
pink one.
Why don't you
This,
wear a brand
girl.
new white shirt with brand new white jeans?
Tight ones.
Yes.
Button all the buttons. Right to the top.
So then, when this releases, he would have had the baby. Do you know what time?
Yeah, I know, morning, I think.
Morning.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Courtney.
Thank you.
On
You're
the
a
birth,
pro. You're a
the
pro
birth
at
of a
this.
little
I'm
girl.
an expert.
Little Justin Matthew.
Yes,
Dick.
little Justin Matthew Dick. That's a great name for a girl. Yeah. And I'm going to be grouting as well. I can't believe you're so tired from grouting for an hour.
Listen, I got sunburns. I think I got heat stroke.
Fuck, Justin, I get home every night and I do the dishes for an hour.
Yes.
And then I clean some stuff and do some washing and sweep the floors.
Before that, you're trying to get your boy to sleep.
Yeah, jeez.
Listen, yeah, when I wash those dishes, it takes me 10 minutes.
Justin just lightly rinses them.
Lightly
Like 10
rinse.
minutes of Justin roast.
Whenever I look in the sink, I ask Chelsea, why is there 4 forks in here?
There's only 2 of us.
There's only 2 of us.
Karen does the same thing. She uses every utensil to cook a steak.
Every single thing. There's a bowl, there's a pan, there's a spatula, there's a butter knife, there's 4 forks, there's 4 mugs. I'm like,
What the fuck did you use that pot
and it's
for?
only Monday night.
Yeah, it's tough. Just put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You got a dishwasher.
I got one, but it's not connected.
He's gonna spend an hour doing that.
Oh, no, you can't do
I'm going to
that.
call my neighbour. I think he's a plumber.
He's going to take another 2 days off training to connect the dishwasher.
Fucking stressful that.
Fuck, Justin. Okay, thanks, guys. We'll
Yeah.
see you in 2020.
You know all the things and what
Yeah.
to do.
NoResultsMedia@gmail.com. No Rex Podcast. No Rex Podcast. No Rex Podcast on all the socials.
There we go.
We can get a TikTok. Do you know how to use TikTok, Justin?
TikTok, I've never tried it.
I've never, but those
I'm struggling to master just looking at normal clocks.
normal clocks. Yes. I don't know. There's always TikToks happening on my Instagram. I
What
don't
does
know.
it do? Just speed up a video?
No,
I don't understand it. I just see it as TikTok on the corner.
it looks like Instagram.
If you want to go and understand what TikTok's all about, go and follow one of the Finkles.
Yeah?
Finkel Fitness will show you what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't know. TikTok.
They are professionals.
That's
I
the
don't
last
have
one. The
time
last
for
one I
that.
saw was your sister in one.
Yeah,
So I don't know
Diane,
what
Casey, and
TikTok-
Keegan, they actually look pretty good together.
Yeah, but Casey needs to stop now. Casey is a 35-year-old man. He cannot be in TikToks.
You know what? When Casey's a 55-year-old man, people are still going to mistake him for being 23.
Yes, he needs to grow taller.
Oh, that's a great way to end the show. Since we started with Casey bashing, now we're ending with Casey bashing.
Good.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.